trying to speak to me, I know it!
Unforgettable.
Greetings, my fellow cinema freaks, motion picture maniacs, and the like. I'm Brandon, the Bambi Man, and welcome to Golden Ticket Reviews, where if it's classic or crap, you see through it, I review it. I think everyone is probably familiar with Finding Nemo. Easily one of the best early Pixar films, in my opinion anyway. The story of an overprotective father trying to find his lost son who is trapped in a dentist tank in Australia. It was emotional, humorous, and above all, beautifully animated. However, one of the big highlights of the movie was the character of the blue-tanged fish named Dory, played by television personality and comedian extraordinaire Ellen DeGeneres. She was funny, optimistic, and at times was really sympathetic, especially during scenes where she struggled with her short-term memory loss. Well, more than 10 years after the original film's release, it would appear that director Andrew Stanton decided to make her the star of her own story, leading us to today's movie, Finding Dory. Is it as truly unforgettable as the original? Let's find out! Like I said before, Dory is a wide-eyed blue tang fish who suffers from memory loss every 10 seconds or so, I'd say. Though the one thing that she can definitely remember most fondly is that she somehow became separated from her parents when she was a child. However, with a little help from her friends Nemo and Marlin, Dory embarks on an epic adventure to find them. Her journey happens to bring her to the Marine Life Institute, a conservatory that houses some incredibly diverse ocean species. Dory now knows that her family reunion will only happen if she can save Mom and Dad from their captivity. First of all, the animation in this movie is gorgeous. I know, a Pixar movie with beautifully done animation? Surely I speak voodoo! Surely I speak voodoo, I can do well speak. But seriously, these animators do a marvelous job at making every creature, setting, and prop look as lifelike as possible. On a side note, that is also true of the adorably precious short Piper which precedes this film. Those birds just look like they're live action to me. But back to Dory. The characters are also brilliantly done as well. Ellen DeGeneres knocks it out of the park with her emotional, hilarious, and pardon the pun, almost Oscar-baiting performance of Dory. She's charming, wild, and completely sympathetic. Even with her short-term memory loss, she does not get the least bit annoying, in my opinion. Albert Brooks and newcomer Hayden Rowlands are incredibly fun as the still overprotective Marlin as the optimistic young Nemo. And they do great as a father and son duo whenever they're on screen together. The new characters are also nicely handled as well. You have Ed O'Neill as this grizzled yet somewhat heartfelt octopus named Hank, who helps Dory navigate through this sea life madhouse. Caitlin Olsen as the sweet whale shark named Destiny, Ty Burrell as the fun-loving beluga whale Bailey, and even Zootopia favorite Idris Elba and his pal Dominic West are super laid-back and cool as the two seals that Marlin and Nemo encounter. You also have Diane Keaton and Eugene Levy as Jenny and Charlie, Dory's parents, and they're pretty heartwarmingly charming as well when you see them on screen, especially in the flashback segments. The story is emotional and compelling and leads to many fun chase sequences and character moments, especially between Dory and Hank, who are really the big stars of this picture. You are really able to grasp what Dory's going through as she desperately tries to find the family she cannot remember. The only real downside is, yes, this does kind of retread Nemo a bit. The story of a lost fish who is captured and tries to get out while someone goes looking for them. But, you know, it's not like it isn't an engaging or emotional train ride. There's one scene that really knocks it out of the park for me, and I'll be as spoiler-free as I can, where Dory actually breaks down. And it almost made me feel like I was watching the ending to Captain Phillips. You know, where Tom Hanks' character breaks down. And it's actually a really powerful sequence that might be the best performance I've ever seen out of Ellen DeGeneres. And also, yes, towards the end of the movie, it does get a little bit more convoluted than it should, and fails to capture the more realistic approach of Nemo, and you'll know what I mean when you see it. But to be honest, I actually kind of found it funny in a way. Overall, for giving some fantastic animation, an emotional story with compelling and fun characters with a hint of convolution, I give Finding Dory 4 lucky fins out of 5. In a nutshell, all I can say about this movie now is...
That was fun! I actually enjoyed that!
I'm a little yellow fish in the deep blue sea. Will somebody help me? I'm a little yellow fish in the deep blue sea. Will somebody save me?
It's like he's trying to speak to me, I know it!